Hey, what's up guys, I'm Praetorian and welcome back to Crusader Kings III as we are playing as Adam I, King of England. Alright, so at this time in history, this is 1137, and at this time in history, Stephen would have been the King of England. Became the King of England in 1135, so it's only been a couple years. Now if you recall, earlier in the series we already discussed Stephen and Matilda. Matilda was Henry's daughter, and she was supposed to succeed to the throne after Henry had lost his son. And he got all his vassals to agree to accept her as the queen, but of course, once he actually died, Stephen just rode into London and had himself crowned king. And a lot of nobles supported him because they'd prefer to have a male monarch at this time. So it resulted in a civil war that would happen. So in 1135, he was crowned king, and Matilda would be in France. She was in her husband's lands for several years, kind of just planning out her moves and what she was going to do. And she wouldn't invade England until 1139. That's when she would invade and start the Civil War, which would last for many, many years. Again, I won't go too much into Stephen and Matilda because we already kind of briefly discussed them in a previous video. But I did want to just kind of fill you guys in on where we're at right now. Eventually, Matilda's son, who would become Henry II, he would become the King of England, who happens to be my favorite king of all the English kings. And I'd really like to spend a little bit of time and discuss Henry II, but what we're going to do is we're going to wait until we get to around the time when he became king. He took the throne in 1154, so it's almost 20 years from now. And the reason why I want to wait is I want to compare our kingdom to Henry II's historical kingdom. Henry II at the time was probably the most powerful monarch in Europe. He had vast lands across England, Wales, he ruled in Scotland for a while, Brittany as well, and deep into France, had a lot of territory in France. So what I want to do is compare how our lands look in around 1154 to Henry II's, vast empire. So I think it would be interesting to compare the two. So we'll wait until we get to somewhere around that time. It'll be in the beginning of the episode, so it won't be exactly 1154. But yeah, once we get somewhere around there, so a couple of videos from now, we'll discuss Henry II. Maybe, again, I'm not going to go too much into it, but I would like to talk about him because he is my favorite English king, and a lot of interesting stories that we could discuss. So we'll talk about his rule just a little bit, and maybe his sons and kind of what happened after he died. Again, not going into too much, but just to kind of compare our campaign to what was going on historically. So in this episode, if you guys remember last video, we declared war in Scotland, but weren't able to really do anything in this conflict just yet. So let's go ahead and get started in it. We're going to send all of our armies. I already separated them all, so you guys don't have to watch that. Let's go ahead and send our armies off to conquer some territory. This will hopefully be a quick war. They don't have a large army. I think there they are right now, 1,600 men here. We'll see if we can't catch them. And we got another interesting guest here. So let's go and attack him there. See if we can catch him. It looks like he's going to try and take off. I don't know if we'll get there in time. It looks like we will. There should be a big battle here, and it looks like the commander is the king, so we have a chance to capture the king. So let's do this battle, and hopefully it goes well as far as like capturing the king. Obviously we'll win the battle because we have vastly outnumber them. What is this? It was not what Count Lorenzo was hoping to find by spying on secret conversations, but discovering the truth about Helene's unusual habits does not hurt. Oh, she's a cannibal. Okay. Good to know. We did not capture the king. We did capture a duke, though. Okay. So that war was really helpful. 41% war score from doing that battle. And so I think we might just go straight. Well, I guess we don't really want this army taking a bunch of casualties. We've been fighting war after war, so we should be trying to reduce casualties, I suppose. And I believe one of these is, well, no, they built it up. Okay, I was going to say this was level 2. Yeah, I guess we'll just be patient. Because remember, we are a patient character. So maybe we'll just go siege down that province. There's not going to be a fight for a little while, since I got to raise that army back up. I guess we can take a look at the details here. We lost 85 men. They lost a little over 1,500. Let's take a look at how our knights did. All right, so this knight did the best, had the most kills. And he is also unmarried. might have some plans for this guy. Yeah, he got the most kills. The Earl here, Earl Sebastian, got the second most kills. Let's take a look at the events. He also slew this prince here. Oh, is this the son of the king? Or his brother? I'm not seeing how he's related here. He's the son of a former king. But I'm not entirely sure how he's related to the current king. Yeah, they might not be of the same dynasty. No, they're not. Okay, so yeah, I'm not entirely sure how he's related, but he is related to the kings in some form or fashion, and this guy slayed him, so one more reason to reward him for his service to us. So you actually have a plan for this. We'll see if this works. I was waiting to see if I could find an unmarried person that might be a good fit for this, and that guy just screamed out at me because he did well in that battle. So the ruler of Anjou, as we've already kind of discussed, I'd like to connect these, and not just for the purpose of making the map look better. It's also, it makes sense. You know, imagine how many hours we're shaving off so that we don't have to ride all the way around here and across this bridge. How many more hours are we shaving off if we were going through Normandy and we wanted to go across this bridge to come to our lands down here? Yeah, that's the way I look at it. So we want this as part of our lands. It's going to be difficult to do. I don't know if this is going to work. We're just going to try. We're going to try and make this happen because I noticed that he has a daughter who is his heir, and he's not likely to have any sons. His wife is pretty old. Now, given his wife might die before him, and then he'll have another wife, and then who knows what could happen then. He could end up having a son, and this wouldn't work out, but we'll see. So what we need to do is we need to arrange a marriage for one of our characters, which we didn't really actually have very many choices. Okay, well, what's the luck that we actually got a character that I found a reward, and he's one of the few that are unmarried. I didn't realize we had so few unmarried people in our court. It looks like only 3 men and our son. So he will not accept this. That's not surprising, but he would accept a matrilineal marriage. So that works out fine. It doesn't really matter whose dynasty it is that inherits here. I'm just hoping this works. And a lot of things have to happen for it to work, and it might not work regardless. What we'd have to do, and we don't really have a title to give this guy. That's one problem. Is that we don't have a title. But I'm afraid he's going to arrange a marriage for her with somebody else if I don't do this. But what title would we give him? I suppose we'll figure that out in a minute. So let's go and arrange that marriage for him. And then we're going to want to find him again. Alright, and then what we have to do is we have to give him land before he actually accepts the marriage. Because once he accepts the marriage, he'll move to his wife's court. We won't be able to give him a land unless we invite him to court, which is probably fairly unlikely. So what could we give him? I don't really have any lands I want to give away. And what I'm going to do is, because this is a little bit risky, we could end up losing this title, whatever we grant to this character. We're just going to take a title from somebody. You know, we're the king. We have the right to do so. And some of these people, I feel, well, they owe us. Specifically, this duchess here. We gave her everything she has. The counties, the duchies she has. I mean, we've given her quite a bit. I think she had like 1 county before, maybe 2. But we granted her a county. We granted her a duchy. She has very high opinion with us because of that. And so I feel like we have the right to take something away if we need it. So we're going to go and revoke this title. One problem, though, is that she has the inner feudal contract. She has the right to not have her titles taken, which is actually a bad thing. I don't want any of our vassals to have that. So instead, we're going to take that from her, and then we could give her something else, like this war declaration one. I'm fine with that one. And this is a trade-off, so she'll be okay with it. We'll get the opinion boost from having this, so let's just go to modify that. And then from there, we should be able to revoke her county here. Now, this is an act of tyranny. We can really phase it, though. Our character almost never does anything tyrannical that anybody would consider tyrannical. So it's not something we typically even mess with at all. I try and avoid doing any kind of tyrannical stuff. So in this case, I don't feel like it's tyrannical because I feel like she owes us, and we need this county for a plot. So we're going to revoke it. You see she's going to grant it to us. She has no problem with that. One problem, though, is we might need to... Yeah, I don't know if this is going to work. Come on. Yeah, because I need to give him this title here before the marriage. There we go. All right, so this is just barely working out here, guys. So we have the title, and now we're going to grant this to that character. So I've got to find him. Might be easier to just go through our cells here and enter our court, because he should still be there. He's one of our knights, looking for his beautiful face, and I'm not seeing it, man. Oh, there he is. Alright, so now we're going to grant him this title. And if all works out... Alright, so he'll get our opinion boost with him. And he'll become our vassal, which is fine. That's going to irritate her even more, because she's going to want us to give that to her, but we're not going to do that. She'll just have to take the hit. We still have a very good opinion with her, despite all the penalties, because that's how much she liked us, and that's why I feel like this is justified. I mean, sometimes it's not just about giving to your vassals. I mean, the law sometimes allows you to take stuff from them. So, essentially, what's going to happen here is if... Alright, so the marriage goes through, and if they have a child together, then there's two possibilities. Either she dies first, which is what we don't want to have happen. Then the child succeeds to her titles here in Anjou. She'll get... This is just a county, so that means she'll get both counties. They won't be split. Oh, they might, actually. Yeah. Okay, so she would only get the one county, unfortunately. So we'd have to do like a similar situation for her sister if we wanted to get both of these. And I guess that increases the chance that one of them might go well for us. But yeah, the idea here is that if she dies, her child succeeds, then they'll hold the county Anjou, and then when he dies, they would also get that county here, and then that would go into, well, not France, but into Leon. So that'd be bad. What we want to have happen is for him to die first, which is far more likely because he's 39 years old, she's 17. Him to die first, his son or daughter succeeds to this title, and then when she dies, he or she also succeeds to this title, and therefore we got them both. So that's the plan here, guys. Hopefully it works out. We could do the same thing here by taking one of her titles. Her opinion is not quite as high, and that would also result in a lot of tyranny, a little bit too much, so we won't do that yet. The younger daughter is only 11, so we have a longer to mess with it if need be. Alright, so just trying to get these sieges done. And yeah, hopefully that plot works down there. It might not. I figured it was worth the attempt. Worth a try. Alright, so let's go after this one. I suppose we'll have our... I'm trying to see if any of these have... No, none of them have. Well, I guess because of that battle, we could go here. Alright, this is what we're going to do. Let's have these guys go to the capital to get that done quicker. And I don't really care if they take a few casualties. I just didn't want this army to take any casualties, since we might have to have another battle. Although, I guess it's irrelevant, because we'll likely outnumber whichever enemies we fight. It's such a bummer that we have to put our armies down before we can declare war again, because it would be nice to just keep all the armies out and then just instantly declare war here for this title. Of course, we have to put all their armies back down, and I feel like that's just a relic from CK2. I feel like in this one it just doesn't work as well. I really think they should remove that. Let's see where we want to go here. We're going to take attrition no matter where we go, so we'll just attack that one next. Alright, so we're at 67%. And did increase the opinion of Duchess Cecilia. Excellent. Barely used trail. Oh yes, that's right. I completely forgot that we are attempting to assassinate. There's also this murder scheme against us here. You see it's not very likely to succeed. We did discover it. And so yeah, we have this assassination attempt on the young son of this duke, which, remember, the whole purpose of this is because we have a betrothal with his younger brother. So the mayor is preparing a special trip for young Berthold. The child trusts he will be brought on an enjoyable day in the forest. Berthold will unfortunately get lost, and it'll be impossible to find before nightfall. Oh, he was so young too. So 95% chance of success, and he is dead. The search went long into the night before it was called off and reconvened at dawn. It was only then that the body was found, bloodied, mangled, and torn after an attack by some vicious, hungry beast. At least I hope it was a beast doing. Thankfully, everyone agrees it is a terrible tragedy, and my involvement in the existence of any scheme remains unknown. So we are going to gain stress from this. That's interesting. I wonder why we're gaining stress. Is there a reason? This kid wasn't related to us in some form or fashion, was he? I don't think so. Okay. It doesn't say we're getting stressed because of a particular trait or anything either. Maybe it's just because of the corpse being mangled and seeing it and knowing that we're responsible for that. Just got our head all messed up. And did we get that because we had a prisoner? Yeah, well, we got 10% from the prisoner. Alright, so the war's over. Taking the capital. Got a little bit of money. All that good stuff. So let's go and enforce our demands here. And now we've gained control of another county there. So we want to disband our army in order to declare war again. Again, that's, I don't know. I feel like that's something that's not really necessary in the game anymore. I know why they have it. So that you can't, like, you know, just park your army on their territory. Maybe make it so that you can't declare war if your troops are on their territory. But even then, you could still kind of exploit it by having your troops over here on their borders. And then have to raise their troops up, and they'd be really weak for a certain time, and then you could easily attack them within that time, and I think that could cause some problems and be easily exploitable, but still. Just with the... either end that requirement that we can't raise the armies when we're at war, or give us an army building type of mechanic, that or a template or something like that we can use. It'd be really, really nice. So, because we're going to be declaring war immediately after here on this character, so that we can go ahead and grab both of these lands. Now, I didn't check to see if this guy has any allies, because it wasn't even important. So let's get all these guys raised up here, and we'll send them back out. And this one might be a bit trickier, because I don't know. We might have to sell across, guys. Yeah, I think we might end up having to sell across here, unfortunately. Now, I don't know what the army size looked like, because, again, I just didn't care. It's not much. Yeah, I mean, we're looking at 2,000 men. That's it. So it shouldn't be too difficult of a conflict. Now, more allies could be pulled in. That's definitely a possibility. Oops. Oh, that's... I pulled the wrong ones out. Alright, so let's go ahead and get the levies in there. Until we got a good number here. Maybe bring it down a little bit. Let me change this up. Let's see. Whatever. That's good enough. Alright, so let's go ahead and put these guys just somewhere we're not going to take any supply issues. Or not going to have any supply issues, I should say, but not too far away from there either. I suppose we can put them right here in our own city. We only have one place to siege, right? Yep, only one place to siege. So we'd have to go over with all of our armies, and prefer to go over at the same time, or at least we could send 2 armies and leave 1 here to siege. That's the way we'll do it. I think that's the best way to do it. Okay, so with that in mind, we'll design our armies with that into consideration. Of course, we have the count here. We just rewarded with the titles, and I suppose he'd make a great fit to lead this army. And then we'll go and split this in half, and get the guy with the military engineer assigned. So what I think we might do, you know what, let's do this a little bit differently. Let's see where we have this army here. Is it this guy? Okay, so we want to get rid of that one, and then we're going to reorganize these a little bit, and just probably pull out, try and see how we want to do this. Because we just don't need 4,000 men over here, I feel. Maybe a couple thousand would be plenty enough. So yeah, let's just go ahead and split this up just a little bit. And this is going to be very expensive, this trip across. It's going to be quite expensive, unfortunately. Let's do it like that. Alright, so these guys are going to come over here and siege this. And then let's bring them over to here. And we'll have to sell across, because you already know that we're not going to get enough war score here, guys. Huh. Interesting that we've already captured his heir. Okay. I'm not entirely sure how that happened. Maybe what happened is whoever was the heir to both of these counties. Yeah, again, I'm not sure. Clearly we got his heir captured in the Scottish War, though, because we haven't done anything in this one, so there's no way it could have been done in this conflict. Let's see if there's anybody here to ransom off from these previous wars. Yeah, this is that peasant leader, so... What about this guy here? You get 30 gold here. Now, I'm not sure who the heir is. Maybe we should take a look at that before we do it. Again, it's not an heir. It's like a just one of his children. Huh. Is it the heir to this title here? Okay, I'm not entirely sure where we're getting this bonus from. You know what? We're not gonna release anybody then, because I'm not entirely sure where we're getting it from. So yeah, we'll just leave it as is. We'll deal with all the prisoners when the war's over. All right, so let's go ahead and attempt to go across here. I don't know how much this is gonna cost us, but it's gonna be necessary. I don't think we're gonna get the war won without invading across. Where's their capital at? The Norwegian capital here. Not seeing it. Let's see if I can't find. It seems like he's right here. Yeah, he's actually right there. Okay, so let's go ahead and change this up. We're gonna go and split this army in half again. And I suppose this guy can be the commander, that's fine. And then let's go ahead and send him over here. And we'll take those two, and then we'll see if we need to even go to Norway at that point. Hopefully not. I'm hoping we can just do this. Now, there might be... Oh, there's an army right there. Yep, there's an army over here, so let's go and retreat. And we're going to bring this army to go fight them. So they do have an army here. Okay, I wasn't expecting him to be right there. Alright, so that means we won't be able to attack here to get the Isle of Man yet. Yeah, that won't be an option. Alright, so now let's try and go. We'll leave this army here and see what they do. Looks like they're going to come down here, so let's go ahead and get this army marching down that way. And, of course, we got called into another conflict. This is the Duke of Verona. Recent marriage we just did. And it looks like he is going to war. Let me just see here. He's a defender, so he had the war declared on him, and they're trying to take his duchy. So that's not good. What are his chances of winning here? Probably not good. Oh, actually, he's got a better size army and more allies than her. So I feel like he could probably do this on his own, and that's really far away. So we're just going to decline. I don't see us getting involved in that conflict, and I'm not going to pull him into every single one of my little conflicts. I can see if it was one where he actually might have a chance to lose. Who's this here? Oh, okay. We could do a holy war for that one. I don't know if we'll have the piety for it, but it's an option. So yeah, they're sending a lot of troops over here. So with a big battle here, especially if we can get a good win because of the fact that we'll be in the mountains. Oh Lord, what happened? Did he die already? God damn it. So much for that plan. That worked out brilliantly. Oh, also there's troops down here. Huh. This must be... I'm not entirely sure what's going on here. There's a little... She's dealing with a little war here. Yeah, she is attacking us over that county. And that is apparently how that character died as well. Okay, interesting. Let me figure out what the hell's going on here, guys. So we got control of this county. Did that guy die? That's what I really need to know. Yeah, looks like he died. They didn't have any kids together, obviously. She's not even pregnant, so yeah, that just didn't work out at all. He died under mysterious circumstances. I'm guessing she killed him. Wow, that's awesome. Okay, she really was irritated about me taking that title, wasn't she? I was not expecting her to react that way. So we're gonna have to deal with her now. And we do have some troops here, apparently. Do we not have control over both of them? Alright, I'm just gonna let them go wherever they're going. They can work under him. We'll just put this guy in charge, I suppose. It's only 300 men. So yeah, we'll just let him go wherever they're going, which I assume is to go siege that down. So we'll keep our army there, that way that they will be outnumbered. The enemy will be. Yeah, I don't know if we'll have to go across. Again, I'm going to wait to see after we take these two and win this battle, if that'll be enough to win the war. Did we do this one? I feel like we did do this one, but at the same time I have another campaign that I've been playing off camera here and there, and I was playing it last night, and I might be remembering that campaign, because I know I saw this event yesterday. So I was either saw it in my campaign or I saw it in ours. I can't remember. This is based on him doing that, the diplomacy one that he's doing for the Majesty. And so he has to pick whether he's gonna, use clothes to legitimize his rule, which is something that was very much done in history. Again, I kind of feel like I talked about this before, but yeah, you know, we know, you look at like King Henry VIII or Elizabeth. I think the Tudors are good examples of this, although there's many good examples in English history of kings who looked the part, very much looked the part. They had that majesty to them, that prestige. You just looked at them and you said, that is a monarch. So it's a big part of playing the part and having that prestige, and thus a character such as ourselves would care about that. But at the same time, we also do everything in moderation. So I don't think we'd do this top one, only the finest ermine and velvet for me, just because of the temperate. This would cost 410. It would grant diplomacy and prestige. And then we have the local fashions have symbolic meaning. And I think that's what we will go for. It's a 50-50 chance here. Or we could do this one to just get the piety, which we use things all the time to legitimize our rule. And so yeah, I think this is the most fitting one. Again, I feel like we did this event at some point. So we actually got it, and that means we have that benefit, which is +2 diplomacy and +1 stewardship, and we gained the 100 lifestyle points. So that's super helpful. How long until the siege is done? 12 months. Good God. All right, so we should have sent this army to do that. I wasn't expecting it to take that long. Actually, you should have sent this army to do it. Also, we lost our leader here, so we'll have to pick a new one. Yeah, sure, I guess we can lead. Although it is a really weak army, it's on the coast as well, so if they attacked us, that would be a problem. We might get captured. We could lose this war. We haven't lost any wars yet. How long do we have to get there? 2 months. I think we should arrive in time. I don't want to, like, attack the province yet, because it feels like the AI learns as soon as I click on it. And, oh, okay, so he died. Let's just take a look. He died of old age. I'm sure the stress of the war played a part there. And now he is the king. Okay. Did that move there? Yes, it did. Okay. So that did end up moving their capital, which is a shame. We will have to... I guess we'll just finish these two up because we're already there, though. I don't know, man. This one's going to take forever. We're already there, and we paid the money to get over there, so I guess we'll stay the course. So are we in control of this whole army? No, we're not. We want to do the siege here, but we need his army to come with us. And then hopefully that'll result in us both sieging down these two provinces and nobody getting too many points. She'll start getting the ticking war score because she took that province, of course. And somebody joined the conflict against us. Also, we no longer have control of the air here, so we don't have the 10%. So I guess it doesn't really matter what we do with the prisoners, and we need money. So let's go ahead and start getting rid of prisoners. Now, the Duke here, I'm not entirely sure that I want to ransom him for money. I almost want to get a hook on him, and then force him to do a marriage for his younger brother. Oh, they've already done it. Never mind. All right, so it doesn't matter. They've already decided it. All right, so that's a shame. I was going to say, oh, she's a hunchback as well. Well, hunchbacks need love too. So that's a shame. I was going to say we could force him to, you know, marry his younger brother to somebody that would be advantageous to us. Now, the problem is, like, all of our children are already married off right now. So we'll wait until he's got the 2 gold, because it seems like he's saving up for his own ransom, which is wise. So let's ransom anybody we can get gold from besides him. We do have the Duke here. This is from that Scottish war, though, so this should give us all the money that we need in order to... And who's this character? Yeah, I think this is all from the Scottish conflict. Can't ransom them because we already have offers out, so we'll have to wait. This should pay for the conflict, though. Keep us at war for a little while. I'm really surprised the Dutch has declared war on us there, guys. Quite surprised. Of course, you guys are going to accept this. And I don't know if we're going to get there in time. Very, very close. Alright, so now... There's lots of stuff popping up over here. Let's go and see when we get there. 6 days. They have 51 days, so we did reach there in time. And of course, this should be a win. Should be a... Looks like they're already doing a big battle there with somebody. I don't know who the hell... Oh, okay. He rose up his own men to defend his territory. Interesting. So he'll get the glory for that battle, I assume. Yeah. Alright. Well, we killed a lot of dudes. And that also did not help with the war score at all. Because I think it was part of his conflict. Yeah, I don't know, guys. That's a shame. Should have did that a little bit differently, I guess. Oh, here we go. The war's still going. The battle's still going. Alright, so we did capture enemy combatant. Not much war score because we didn't kill very many troops. Yeah, that's a real bummer. He kind of stole our glory there. Really screwed us over, too, because now we can't get the war score we could have got from winning a big battle. So now instead, we are definitely going to have to invade Norway, which is a bummer. I knew it was going to be a pain, though, with them getting that one title, which is why we're just going to get this over with. Alright, so they did take that county, so that's a shame. They could technically defeat this army if they attacked with both of their armies. I really can't do anything until we get this war here done with, but man, that's going to start ticking up, so yeah, we're in a little bit of a pickle, man. We might have to actually hire some mercenaries or something, because we just have too many troops everywhere. So now let's go bring these troops up here. Maybe we'll be able to get the big battle that I need going. We could also send... Yeah, they're going to go and siege right there. Alright, excellent. This is exactly what we need. So we did finish up the siege here, which, of course, this is the ticking war score. So that'll be helpful. And so now we need to go across the sea to get this done. Yeah, we're probably going to have to split up our armies, guys. This is too many conflicts going at once. But can we get the win here and potentially... I don't know. It's probably not going to be enough, guys. Before we do anything, let's do this battle and see what the war score looks like afterwards. Somebody died in our dungeons. Yeah, we'll come over here, try and get this done. Not a lot of days left to get there. Yeah, we're getting close. Alright, so let's see if we can't attack there. It doesn't look like we have great numbers, great odds. That's interesting. I'm surprised that we don't have very good chances there. So let's go ahead and send some more troops in to ensure that we win here. He has more men coming over here, but that can't possibly be... Well, they are men-at-arms. Alright, so we got another prisoner. And also, we seized their capital. And, yeah, that didn't get us any prisoner points. But just taking their capital alone is pretty big. So that should help us from losing the war. And what we can do, although this guy is not going to follow us. I was going to say we could go do the siege, but that probably wouldn't work out by ourselves. Yeah, we might have to wait to see what he does, because this little tiny army ain't going to do much, guys. Alright, so captured, I think that's her mother we captured. Let's go ahead and take a look at our prisoners and see if we can't get a little bit of money. So he's got the 100 gold now, so we'll accept his ransom. Not enough money here. These kind of people might be broke. Yeah, and they're just not willing to do it, period. Yeah, he would not accept the ransom. Is it for this guy? Yeah. So let's just let him out for a hook. And how about her? Should pay, but doesn't have enough money yet, so we'll wait. We're doing good on the money now. So yeah, we'll send all of our armies over here to make sure that we win this. A faction disbanded. All right, excellent. Winning both our conflicts right now. And yeah, we might even have to hire some mercenaries. I don't know. And another location is under siege. Yeah, they're taking this province and now they're taking the other one. Let's go ahead and help out with this one. Try and take this castle back. Just kind of ride it out the best that we can. This one's almost done. Took forever, but almost there, guys. All right, so this will be a big battle here, which should hopefully improve the war score. Not as much as I would have liked. Yeah, 1,200 dead. We lost 194. Earl Sebastian again does a good job, as does the Duke. Let's take a look here and see who they killed. All right, killed a couple knights here. All right, good job, man. Alphonse, that's our new knight. Oh, he's not doing so well. He is near death. He got maimed. Got his leg chopped off in this battle. Well, that's unfortunate, so we're going to lose one of our new knights. So out of our 3 new knights we got, I think we just lost, with that guy dead, that'll be 2 of them. So we're going to have to hire knights again immediately as soon as we're able to, which won't be until 1143, so it's another 5 years. Alright, so this is pretty much all the war score we can get from here, guys, so we have to invade. So what I'm going to do is we're going to have to split this army up. We're going to send this weaker army. Let's have them come over to here and start sieging down her home provinces. So we'll go there. to try and get the war score, while these other two armies are going to have to sail over to England and go, or excuse me, sail over to Norway and go after their capital. There's really no other options here, guys. This is going to cost a lot of money, these two. Unfortunately, we did take that province there, but still not enough. We're at 43%. And because we won't have our men-at-arms over here, we're going to need to send both of these armies, I think. And it looks like they're going to attack us here, and we're not going to get out of here in time, are we? Yeah, we are. All right, just in time. All right, so they've finished taking both of these. Overall, not looking good here. And yeah, they should be able to win this battle. I don't know who is leading those. Hopefully not us. That would be bad. It was a very easy battle for them to get there. And Alphonse did die. All right, so yeah, we lost 2 of our knights. We'll have to see what happens in that battle there. And we did lose that. And had some people that were taken prisoner, unfortunately. And we did take heavy losses here, given most of that wasn't our army, but yeah. Yeah, they took a couple people prisoner here. Okay. So yeah, this army can retreat over there. It's a 200-something man army. It's pretty relevant. All right, so that did take our war score down a lot. So now we're just waiting for all of our troops to get their locations. We're going to siege down these two first, and then we'll come over here. I don't know that we can win a battle against them because of their men-at-arms. Probably not. We just have to hope that they don't want to mess with us because of numbers. As far as how long is this going to take? 5 months for each of these. Good God. She must have really built her forts up. Or we just suck at taking forts, apparently. Yeah, they're not even that high of a level. All right, I'm a little bit surprised it's going to take that long. Do we do less damage from recently? No, it's not the case. Okay, I'm not entirely sure. All right, so we're just waiting for... Oh, and he came back over here. All right, well, we're over here trying to take his capital. So let's go ahead and send this guy back over to here. Yeah, I just feel like if we let him take this, then we lose all the ticking war score. It's always a bitch whenever you have to fight like this, guys. It's another 44 gold here that we're going to be losing. We'll take the capital. If he doesn't have any armies here to stop us, I think that's all he has is those men. So we've got to destroy them. I got another siege there, but that doesn't have anything to do with us. Okay, so they'll take this one. Yeah, they'll get that one. That's okay. And we finished up a siege here. Which one? Is this his capital? I think so. Unfortunately, we didn't seem to capture anybody. That's a real bummer. Puts us at 75%. We're going to have to keep on doing sieges, though, until we can get this done. We'll go to this one next since we don't take any attrition there. So we'll go after that one. And then this guy, I don't know where he's going. Probably a little bit too close there. Let's go here. And yeah, we won't be there in time, unfortunately. I was hoping we would be. We're about to take that one, though, so that's good. But we did just lose another fortification here. It's nice when you can fight 2 wars, though. This is really what you should be seeking to do. If you can fight 2 wars at the same time, then that is good. So which one of these is the stronger one? We'll have this guy go here. Retake that castle, get our percentage back up. And there's not going to be any more lands left of theirs to take once we've taken that one there. We're at 79% here. And I don't know what happened to his army there. I don't know if he decided to go back home because we've taken his territory. Not entirely sure, but we should have the win here against Norway soon. And then we can crush that rebellious vassal of ours. We're going to do that one. Friend scheme power. And I did want to take a look here at the Verona situation. Make sure that everything worked out all right. Yep. So our soon-to-be son-in-law, I say soon-to-be, given that's a lot of years from now, 9 years from now, but our future son-in-law is the heir there. So we did finish up 2 sieges at the same time, and because we took all of her main provinces, I think that is why we have the war score, because we had the full occupation, so we didn't have to take back any of these. So it was kind of irrelevant. So we have the win here. Got a lot of money from it as well, but still hurting on money. Let's go ahead and enforce our demands here. And Let's see what exactly happened here, because remember, we didn't declare war on her, she declared war on us. So she lost her claim there, so she no longer has a claim. She had to pay us 129 gold as reparations, and we gained some prestige there. Okay. So we weren't able to lock her up, though, despite her rebelling against us. You really should be able to imprison her, because she rebelled on us. She fought against us. That doesn't make any sense. I don't feel bad about taking her land anymore, though, I'll tell you what. So with these guys, we might as well just disband all these armies here. It's completely necessary, and I don't want to have to bring them back home. So yeah, we'll just disband all these. Will take a long time for them to get back home, but that's okay. Alright, so we have this army here, and we still have the army in Norway. Are they done with this siege yet? They are. So we'll go to another one just in case we have to. And again, try and avoid taking attrition if at all possible. So we'll go to that province. And it doesn't look like he has any troops back home, though I'm not sure because he had 1,500 or something like that here. And now he doesn't. It looks like he might have also taken off and ended the siege temporarily. Not entirely sure what happened there. This battle should be the end of the war, though. Alright, excellent. So we've won both of our wars. We've also slain one of their nobles. We'll take a look and see what happened here. See the details. Take a look. So we didn't kill very many men because, of course, there wasn't very many to kill. So it looks like in this one, our brother-in-law and chancellor, the Duke of East Anglia, got several kills. Alright, good job, man. And we also captured a ton of people. And here's the knight that we had slain. This is Adam. I want to say this is the other knight we hired. So out of all those 3 knights that we hired, all of them are dead. Wow. Alright. That's rough. Let's go and enforce our demands here. Get into the county. Disband our armies. Okay. So with that, we increased our lands by one county. With those 2 wars, you would expect there'd be a lot more to that. We now have 2 counties we have to give out. Such a bummer this didn't work out the way I wanted it to. I don't think he has another spouse. Yeah, she doesn't have another spouse yet, so we could just do this again. There's no reason we couldn't arrange a marriage for somebody else. We have Henry here. He's not as good of a choice here, unfortunately. But there's really no way for us to get anybody else. You can invite claimants, I suppose. They come as guests, though, so you'd have to hire them. You know what? We might actually have some people in our court that we could hire now. Yeah, just, we'll take a look at them all. Now, the better way to do this, actually, is to probably go through here. Yeah, I think this would be the best way to go through here, since all the guests are up at the top and easy to sort through. Alright, so we're looking for a male guest. Somebody who'd be a good pick. This guy's older, he's already married too, so we gotta pick somebody who's not married, and it looks like we have no choices. Henry is the only pick here. Alright, so that's all we have. Again, we could have invite claimants, but there's no guarantee that we'll get anybody who's useful, and it's a lot of prestige. So you know what? We'll just give it to Henry. He's a knight of ours, I think, isn't he? Isn't he a knight? Well, the best way to do this would be to try to arrange the marriage for her, and we'll try and make this work again. I don't know if this is gonna work or not, guys. And he might not be willing to accept it at all because of the fact that this guy is, yeah, he's a nobody. So yeah, this wouldn't even work. All right, I was really trying to make this happen, but unfortunately, just didn't work out quite the way I would have liked. We could try inviting claimants. You can only do it every 10 years. You know what? Maybe we'll get somebody good that we could, do a very effective war where we gain a lot of lands. Just looking at who all we can still declare war on, just for that land, which is a holy war. Okay, we have prisoners to ransom. Let's go and do that. We need money. So we'll take a look and see what we can get here. I guess this guy is, he now does have the money. Is this not the, oh, okay. This is not who I thought it was. So yeah, we can go and ransom him off. Why not? Ransom him. I can't ransom her now. Hopefully he'll have the money for her. She's worth a lot more. This would just grant us a favor. But a favor on the Duchess would be useful. Let me just see here. Yeah, we get a weak hook on her. So yeah, I guess we'll go and do that. I think that's her mom. That's the reason why she's willing to do that. Ransom off this guy for 50 gold here. See if there's... Nope, we don't want to do that one. We'll go through all this again, guys. As right now, it looks like everybody's considering offers from us currently. Okay, so we'll do that. We also need to give out this title here. There's really no reason for us to keep this. So we'll just grant it out to somebody deserving. So we could do somebody who already has land in this area. I'm not entirely sure who all you might want to grant it to. Could grant it to this count here. There's also this count here, Earl Sebastian of Dunbar, who has served us quite well in wars. He's also a fantastic intrigue. We might need to switch him up. He should be our spy master. He loves us too. Yeah, I think the problem is that we haven't had somebody with good marshal though for a while. So I think we already have him as a marshal. So let's just go ahead and give him a title. He's serving us well. Let's reward him for his service. So we're gonna give him that county there. Of course, we might be potentially creating a problem in the future. And then we've gotten the hook on her. So we could now change up her feudal contract again if we wanted to. Change it up, and we could even take the war declaration away from her. I don't think this gave her any right to... Yeah, it doesn't give her any right to declare war on us. It just gives her the right to declare war without our say-so, which I'm actually fine with, if that's what she wants to do. Yeah, well, yeah, we could take that from her using the hook, but I'd much prefer to get more money or more levies from her. Yeah, I think we'll get the more levies. Let's use that hook, and that's right, we can't do that because we've already changed it. Alright, so the hook is kind of useless. Unless we want to do like a marriage or something like that. Alright, so can't do that. We've already given out this title here, so we still have to give out one more title, and I would really like to give one out to somebody for this. I want this to work out, so we'll see if we can't make it happen. But first we've got to get somebody to give titles to. Somebody who's not... It can't be lowborn. As you guys saw, they will not accept a lowborn marriage, which, you know, that's not surprising at all. Maybe if I increased opinion with them. We're not even swaying anybody right now. I didn't realize that. So what is this here? The Catholic world was appalled to learn that the Pope himself has been keeping a long list of all who have wronged him, detailing the numerous ways he plans to get back at them and satisfy his lust for revenge. While scandals among the clergy are nothing new, many are aghast that the head of our faith would succumb to such temptations. We can say condemn him for his transgressions, and if we condemn him for his transgressions, it would gain us 100 piety, and he would be quite irritated with us, and would become his rival. More than likely, that could cause some serious issues, guys. That could cause some real problems for us. We could defend his character publicly, even at risk to myself, or maybe I should say silent about this. All right, well, what would he do? I mean, there's really not anything to say that we do any of these in particular. And we're not getting that stress because of a trait or anything like that. And we're not, like, extremely pious. So, yeah, I don't think we're going to condemn the Pope. We're also gregarious, and we would know that that would cause some serious issues. We could defend his character publicly, even at risk to myself. And that would increase his opinion of us. It'd cost us piety and prestige. You know what? I think we would probably, as a patient character, temperate patient character, we'd probably just stay silent. Doesn't have anything to do with us. We don't need to talk about it. And we are getting these guests. So let's take a look at who all we have. I saw some male guests here. So we've got this character. He's 22 years old. He's got some very good claims. Ooh, those are interesting. Oh, yes. Yeah, we could get a whole duchy in France, of course. Probably going to stay out of war with France for a little while. But yeah, this is an interesting character to have titles in France. I think that he would be a fantastic fit, but he's already married. Damn it. All right, I'd figure. Might have trouble finding a character that's not married already. Yeah, he'd be a great fit for this. I almost want to bring him into the court. He's just not very useful, so I wouldn't be able to give him a job or anything. I mean, we could pay him, though, and he could just sit around our court, I suppose. But yeah, he might just end up leaving. Ooh, that's expensive. All right. And another war. This is, again, in Italy. Oh, I didn't realize we didn't have that paused. And who is it against? It looks like he might be in over his head in this particular instance. Yeah, he does have some allies that together might actually be able to take him out. What is this? It's a Liberty War though, so we don't help with those. I could care less about the what their crown authority is. It doesn't affect us at all. Speaking of our counselors, let's go ahead and see what they're all doing, because I haven't really messed with them for a while. And we need to sway somebody, so I wanted to see if there's anybody here we might want to sway. Could get a little bit more stuff from him by swaying him. I prefer to sway Anjou though, so let's go ahead and do that while I'm thinking about it. 81% chance of success. Hopefully this works out. Given he might arrange a marriage for his daughter in the meantime. But yeah, we'll go ahead and take a look at whatever he's doing. She's still increasing development. Is that what we want to do here? Let's just take a look at London and see if we're not at 20 yet. So yeah, we're going to keep it going until we get to 20. And then maybe we'll switch over to collect taxes to get a little bit more money again. This guy could be fabricating a claim for us. I think we'd have to get the claim on Scotland first. So let's go and do that. We need to find a marriage for our son as well. We'll take a look at that in a second. There's actually a potential marriage that I saw. I don't know if it'll still be available at this point, but we'll check. Let me just make sure everybody's doing what they need to do. Could be finding secrets with this character. Do we have any factions going? No. Of course, everybody loves Adam. It's not surprising to see that we don't have any factions. So yeah, I could just find secrets to force a marriage. So yeah, we'll do that. So the potential marriage for our son that I wanted to do is... she's still available. So she's a little bit older than our son, unfortunately. I think her son's like 3 or 4. I don't know. Let me take a look. I'm just running my mouth. I don't even know. He's 5. Okay, so she's only 4 years older than him. That's not that bad. So she'll only be 20 years old when he comes of age. She's not betrothed yet. She is gluttonous. She's charming, though. She's working on the diplomacy education. Okay. I don't think we picked the education for our own son just yet. I think we might actually need to do that. I think it might be 1 year short. Yeah, 1 year short, and we'll be able to pick the focus for him. So I was just trying to see if these kind of would blend well together. Give us a character that would, make up for some of our weaknesses. Which, yeah, I don't think he'll do diplomacy. So yeah, this would be helpful. She has a good diplomacy skill, and most importantly, she is set to inherit all this land. Now, I can't tell you why she's set to inherit all this land. Let's just take a look. So that's because she's the daughter. All right, so this is always one of the perfect situations here. She's the daughter of his son who's dead. So therefore, because his son is dead, he's supposed to inherit. He can't inherit, so it goes to his kids. And because he's dead, he can't have any more kids. He can't have a son to take over that claim. So she will always be the heir here as long as she's still alive. Nothing's going to change that. So this is really the best situation that can happen. You know that you're not going to lose it as long as he stays on the throne here, which you have an alliance with him, so you can kind of help, ensure that he stays on the throne. So yeah, we're going to gain, if this works out, we can gain almost all of Ireland in one marriage. One marriage, guys. Yeah, this is really good. We're going to do this. So we're going to do the marriage with Prince Adam here. And he will accept it, of course. And Adam's actually going to gain prestige because apparently this dynasty is pretty prestigious. All right, so yeah, this is such a great pick here. Even better than I had thought it was when I first looked at it. So yeah, we'll do that. That'll be another ally there in Ireland that we could actually use. I don't usually call him our other allies because it takes too long for them to help out in little tiny conflicts that you don't even need them. But in this case, he could actually help us. He's pretty close. So yeah, and we'll help him too. I'll help him expand his lands because hopefully the ideal here is that everything he conquers will eventually come to our dynasty. All right, so is there anything else we need to look at here? We still got ransoms we can do. That's right. We were waiting until some of those got approved. So yeah, 50 gold here. Again, some of these are going to be... it looks like there's either refusing or we have ones out already, so let's just wait. Yeah, we do have several that were out there. There's a ransom offer here. It's 10 gold. We're just going to decline that, though, because we don't know that that's the best deal. All right, so is he just refusing to? Yeah, it's an unimportant character. So we'll just get a hook on him. That's fine. Is this the same deal? Yeah, just an unimportant character he doesn't care about. So just get some hooks, although he won't accept it. Alright, well, if he won't accept, then you stay in prison. Though we could recruit him, he's getting older. We do need more knights. We just lost 3 knights. You know what? If he's willing to recruit, we will recruit him. He won't like us very much, but knights don't have to like us. Alright, so yeah, we'll recruit him. We could get money. Nope, we can't get money for this guy. We do need to replace the knights, but yeah, this guy's garbage, so we'll just get the weak hook on him. And this, yeah, same deal here. Again, we'll take a look, and he's actually, again, he's an older guy. But yeah, he'll work. Yeah, we'll just recruit him too. We need to replace these knights, and we should demand his conversion. Could also probably get a weak hook. He's so desperate to get out of prison. He clearly doesn't like prison. I wonder why. So this guy sucks. Oh, he's really old too. Oh, he's about to die. Yeah, let's just let this guy out. He just deserves to be let out on just like a weak hook or something. We could let him out, just flat out let him out. He'd like us more, but I mean, I guess we'd show mercy. We'll lose dread, but we don't have any dread, so it's irrelevant. We'll show mercy to an old man. Adam's a nice guy. All right, so everybody's accepted these. We got a good chunk of money we might want to spend. Did he accept our marriage yet? He did. Okay, so Adam is already set to marry the, what is it, Petty? Yeah, the Petty King's daughter. Okay, so very good marriage there. And we might have another son here soon. Ailey is pregnant again. All right, excellent. So we'll have another child here. We'll have to see how that's going to be changing things up. It's really going to depend on whether that's a male or a female child. We do have a little bit of money, so let's go ahead and spend it. I've been still trying to build this up, but it's not quite done yet, so we're going to have to let that keep going. We'll see if there's anything else we can build. We can build here. I'm always trying to improve the counties in our main duchy. We can also improve this one, and the control is getting higher, but man, we keep having problems up there that I almost don't want to. And I think we're going to build here instead. Just get something going. What do we currently have? I think it's mostly for taxes is what I've been trying to work on. Yeah, we mostly have taxes here. Things that give us taxes, I should say. It's not a high-level fort, but over there is really going to focus on taking that fort either, so I don't feel like we need to go up to a higher level. You do get some money from it, though. It does increase the garrison as well, but yeah, I don't think that this is the best thing for here. Now, could get this one here, the pastoral lands. The pastoral lands would give us more money, some good stuff. Let's see what other options we have. I almost want to go for things that give us the realm bonuses for our troops. This would improve our light cav. So that'd be one option. And then we have the barracks, which also have several very important bonuses for your heavy infantry and your spearmen. I think we're gonna go with the barracks, guys. Increase our levy numbers as well. Okay, awesome. Right now our levies are almost at 16,000. That is not bad for this time period and for the size of our realm. It's really not bad at all, guys. We could also improve our men-at-arms. We haven't finished up with these yet. There's still room to improve here. Let's go and increase the size there, and that's probably gonna be all that we had the money for right now. All right, excellent. And Ailey comes of age, our daughter. So remember, she is arranged to marry this character here, and he is, of course, the heir to these 2 duchies here. Where's his dad at? Or his mom? It's his mom who holds the titles. She's pretty damn young, so it's probably gonna be a long time before this pays off. So yeah, they'll just be here popping out kids, I guess. So let's see how she did. Few would be impressed by her understanding of the subject, but she has at least developed a sound grasp on the basics of management. So she's a thrifty cleric. She didn't do very well, level 2. All right, that's a bummer for her. They grow up fast. All right, so let's go ahead and do this betrothal. All right, excellent. And we can ask money from our head of faith as well. Okay, yeah, we'll do that. Look at that, 602 gold. That'll be super useful. So we'll ask for that. And we'll have to spend that next episode, because unfortunately, it is time to end this one. Now, we have enough money. We could build up another holding, but really, there's no point on doing that when this holding that we currently have is not built up as much as it could be. But there's a lot of areas to build up here. I figured we'd probably finish up in this one before we build anywhere else. So yeah, I could build another one here. That'd be one potential option. I think we'll wait. Let's just use our money to build up any buildings we still have left. We have one slot here we can build in, one slot here. We could always improve up here. We're starting to get the control up higher, so yeah, we could improve the holdings there. So yeah, that's what we'll do next episode. We'll spend our money. Also, I don't know how we got this here, but yeah, we actually have a holding. She conquered it. Looks like, yeah, looks like the Duke maybe conquered it here, potentially. No. Maybe he. Okay, this is through marriage. All right, it's interesting though that did he like marry her and then vassalize her? Or did he vassalize her and then marry her? That's the question. But either way, she has agreed to be his vassal, and so that has increased our overall lands. I'd like if you would get notifications when stuff like that happens. Not every vassal against vassal war, and when lands exchange hands between every little vassal. I don't need a notification for each time that happens. But when our overall realm increases in size because of our vassals conquering stuff, I'd like to know about that. That'd be nice if they gave us a little notification for that. Has he arranged the marriage yet for his daughter? Let's just take a look. No, not yet. She's still available. All right, so yeah, we'll still attempt to do a marriage here. As of right now, though, we just don't have anybody who he would be happy with. Yeah, there's nobody here. He's not going to accept any of these marriages for good reason. Yeah, it's just not good enough. Of course, we're getting that candidate is lowborn. It's just -20, so it's pretty negative overall. So we'll have to continue swaying him, continue looking for the secret, and hoping that his daughter remains unmarried. So that's going to be the end of today's episode. We didn't make it very far in the years, but we did have two wars we did. I think 2 wars, right? Or was it 3? Yeah, because we finished the Scotland war here. So we did have 3 wars in this episode. So that's the reason. A lot of conflict. Overall, we did a lot of marriages too. And yeah, fun episode for me anyways. Hope you guys enjoyed it as well. If you did, make sure you leave a like on the video, subscribe to our channel, hit that notification bell, and leave a comment. I do hope to see you guys on the next episode. And thanks for watching.